Alrighty, guys. Let's get our let's get ourselves going for the day. We have got some things that we are going to be playing for today. The biggest one is we are going to be working with Final Fantasy. I'm going to try to explain the deck that I'm running with today. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind, and I said 3:45. And then I came in 50 minutes later. There was a reason, mostly because I was playing, not Final Fantasy, but I was watching a video on the setup for, I was watching the setup for some Pride Merchant stuff on another person's YouTube channel. I don't remember his name right off the bat. And then I also was watching some Planet Coaster 2 stuff that I'm actually going to probably tell you I'm going to get back into that. So Final Fantasy is there. Let me close you out. Close Discord. Okay. So we're gonna change our standard. Okay. We're gonna play a fairy deck that was done with a slight some altering. I added the Balam Garden Seed Academy, and I also added the Capital City, the Crossroad Village, and then I also added in the Isidore Ocratic Capital, which does allow for me to mill target opponent. So this just allows for me to do that. And it's a slight copy from the deck that was already created. I just slightly changed a couple of cards, because we are running blue, right? And I removed a little bit of some of that blue and added in some extra stuff, so the reason why I did that is I should have put a couple of those heretic banners. Should have put one in blue and one in black. Okay, yeah, I added just a little bit on that. And there's a reason why I added in the banner in there. It adds extra land for me that this deck absolutely works in tandem. Now, a response unit, I just wanted to see after like if I had all the money like to buy all of those, like if they're 220, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, which is 200, which is 2,000. No, it would be actually a lot easier if I can do a calculator. Because it's 220. Which is, yeah, it's gonna cost me about 2,200 of that. In order to get all of those. We'll go for the Mythic pack, for it, because I think we'll be able to, unless, yeah, we might actually be able to get 2 packs for today. I need something to protect myself. Okay, no. Copy of that. Alright, we'll see how much. Okay. Two, three, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And I have it set up for that because I want to be able to mill the other person so that they get less cards. Yeah, I wouldn't have won that. If I hadn't attacked, I wanted to fear the freaking battlefield. Because it was 3, yeah, there was no way I could have attacked, to be honest. Yeah, and it's still got a lot of the Yep. We hope that we can draw. That one's not going to be able to come in. Alright. Deduce. I still haven't got blue! I've only ever been able to get one sinking blue. I made a poor decision, but maybe... if we can get blue, we can do something. We can create that, to be honest. Ugh. I'd still have to pay 2 to get sleight of hand too, so... So we'll see how things go. Oh, great. 6.5. Now we'll be able to do something. So that's a 6. Okay, so all we have to do is take 6. So we'd only have to pay 3. Because I control a ferry. Oof. And then we'll do sleight of hand. The top 2 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, the other at the bottom of the library. Draw you. So there's 3, 4, 5. Oh! Ouch! Rusty! Oh! What? Oh, fudge. Alright, well guys, today's today's live stream is sponsored by Alright you guys, today's sponsor is Christian Satori. You can go use the code link down below, christiansatori.com. You guys can buy some of the best shoes around. The classic black canvas. You guys can also find it in fuchsia. So much cool shit. Cool gear. Trust me. These are a fantastic brand. But you guys, not only can you buy shoes, you can also buy clothing. clothing does include some cool gear as well. But if you guys want to use the code Gaming Matty Rocks at checkout through christiansatori.com/gaming Matty Rocks, go to that and take down that link. When you check out at checkout, put Gaming Matty Rocks at checkout. Now remember, you might be able to get 10% off your order today, 15% off with the code, but only if you buy 2 products. Remember, you can get some cool puffer jackets, cool socks, squint t-shirt, cool gear. Remember, everything here is not super expensive, but it is not inexpensive either. So you guys remember, links down down there. Christian Satori.com/gaming Matty Rocks. Use code Gaming Matty Rocks at checkout to get 5% off your order. Alrighty. Let's get going again. We're trying to try to play the fairy pranks. Before it all. And I will tell you, I absolutely, this is the fairy pranks that you typically see. But it's actually got some Final Fantasy weaved into it with some of those towns. Like the Aristocrat and the Golden Saucer just allows for a little bit more flexibility. But it is still default pranks, pretty much, just with a little bit of those towns in here. And I added the garden, the Final Fantasy Garden in here as well. Fallen Garden. I'll always, like, if I ever create any blue decks, I'm always gonna add the garden in here, even though it might not be, I'm gonna do it right away. Because it's gonna be better for me to do it right away. And the Golden Saucer's there to allow me to sacrifice, allow me to create treasure tokens. I might remove the Golden Saucer out of here, but you guys will have to absolutely let me know. I don't typically run, I don't think the Golden Saucer might be good for this one, because it just allows me to, but it does allow for me, if I don't have black, that can really help. There's a reason why I haven't played it yet. If I don't get any land this turn, then I probably will. Because I'm really 4, 5, 6. I've really got 3 of those. That's 4, that's 5. Oh, they really want... I will not wait. Okay. Got another win for that. Win on the books, I guess. Let's see. We only have 1 land, and that's that one. We're gonna mulligan. Now we'll keep. Take the quick study. No, I said I wanted to take the quick study out. Interesting for that one. Oh, you bastard. Picklock prankster. Now, I lost 3 lands and an Isidore, which that's okay. I'm not going to use it primarily for milling. I'm just gonna, if I have the opportunity. Because it is primarily a prankster deck, but, you know. Now it's got flying, extra and indestructible. got hacked. So it can't. So Glimmer Battlefield cannot attack, to be honest. What the fruit? Why? Why would you do that? But guys, if you guys want to, if you guys are enjoying today, remember hit that like button. It is greatly appreciated. 250, we can get enough to get 3 packs, to get 2 more packs. Now I could save those. To be honest, because that's giving Ishgard the Holy See. Midgard doesn't really change much. But the Midgard one, Xenarchan, Ancient Metropolis, Little Blum, Industry Regents. Oh, those are the borderless versions. Wait, one time. It's 20 alchemy Takar boosters. Comes with Rydia, Gilgamesh, Kafka, Onion for that. Now we do got cosmetics, but there is Stilt Skin, Tonberry. Some of those are just slow. These are the full art lands. Seventh Heaven. I got another set. That's for the forest. I wanted to see what the blue. That's 10, 5, 6, 9. Oh, that's 15 for that one. Okay, so that one's not available for standard brawl. This one I would love to save for these full art lands. Now it's 250. Okay. It's 250, which would be roughly about 20 bucks. If I could do it right now, but I don't have the funds. I could do this one, which would put it up there to close to that, but I still won't have enough. So I think what I'm going to do is save the coins. For those, they're just pretty much the land wastes. For now, this is one-time purchase, gives you 350 gems. The Adventurer Avatar, the City of Brass. That actually does save me money there. That gives you 1,500 gems for rare mythics and rare cards. Metallica. There. This one gives you 4 draft tokens. For draft tokens offered. That's actually, I might do that. That'd be a great deal because that's actually 3,500 gems, which would allow for me to get the basic full art lands that I really like full arts for it. Yeah, that would actually be a great thing because if you actually go and look at getting gems, it's slightly cheaper and it's the best deal. Great deal. It's a one-time purchase. That's a great deal. So, you know, when I do get a job, I will be looking at a job. Once I do, I will probably buy the Adventurers bundle, the Sparks bundle, and the Planeswalker bundle for it, just because it gives you a lot of gems for me to use, and I could use that for a lot of things. Final Fantasy is one of the best things, like Vivi Ornithopter, Kane, Treacherous Dragoon. I thought they were a Dragon Knight. Lightning Army of One, so that's good. Clive's Ifrit's Dominant, Sephiroth Faded Soldier, and which flips into that. Adrian the Unisopper, Walther Franz, Yoshi Raul. Love the, at the beginning of Incept. That's interesting. Yeah, but I will be working on doing that. I will do that. But let's go and get a we could actually save up to buy a 3-pack, which is a 3-pack's the same thing as this. A 6-pack's the same thing. We could do a mythic pack as well, but I think we will do a couple of these. I think that'll be fine. Emmett is at the beginning of upkeep. If there are 14 or more cards in your graveyard, you may transform. During your turn, you may play cards from your graveyard as if a card or a token be put onto your graveyard anywhere. If a card or a token be put into your graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Not fantastic, but Eden, Seat of the Sanctum. Then you sacrifice this. Then when you do, return another target from a card from your graveyard to your hand. That's good. That's actually really good. Rooked Turret, Scorpion Sentinel. Okay, so these are the newer. These are far new. Whenever an artifact you control enters, you draw a card. If you do, discard a card. This creature can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. Return card from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped with a fatality counter. A permanent with a fatality counter would go into the graveyard from the battlefield. Exile it instead. Oh, that's Etamon. Of course. If anybody doesn't really know, the Final Fantasy in Final Fantasy 8, which you guys can watch the whole entire Final Fantasy 8 game on my channel. Which basically this thing kept on trying to kill you on your first seed mission, and then you got back, and it's just, you know, that's really cool. That's just really cool to see that card. Mezume, as long as the equipped creature's attacking has first strike and must be blocked if able. Equipped creature has, if a creature dying causes triggered ability ability of this creature or an emblem you own, trigger that ability, triggers an additional time. Stolen uniform. Where's this one from? Okay. Choose target creature you control and target equipment. Gain control of that equipment until end of turn. Choose target creature you control and target equipment. Gain control of the equipment until end of turn. Attach it to the chosen creature. When you lose control of that equipment this turn, if it's attached to a creature you control, unattach it. Okay. Random encounter. Nice. Blazing bomb is nice. You're not alone. Target creature gets +2 plus. But until end of turn, if you control 3 or more creatures, it gains +4 instead. Not bad. I actually do think that shuffle your library, then mill 4 cards. Put each creature milled this way onto the battlefield. Then they gain haste at the beginning of the next end step. Return those creatures to their owner's hand. Okay, so that just basically... that's not bad. It's absolutely not terrible. Fate of the Suncrist. Ooh. Balder. Alright. Side quest, Hunt the Mark. When this enchantment enters, destroy up to 1 target creature at the beginning of end step. If a creature died under opponent's control, if a creature died under opponent's control this turn, create a treasure token. Then, if you control 3 or more treasure, transform the attachment sack. That actually, Yama's ultimate mark, that might actually be something decent. When this creature enters, opponent discards a card. Okay. It's not a Furies, but, this spell costs 2 less to cast if target tapped target. If it targets a tapped creature, destroy target non-land permanent. Ooh, again, we got another Chocobo racetrack. So now I got a full set of Chocobo racetracks. So every time I do get that, that's gonna mean more. This creature dies. Create a creature token. Exile target card from a graveyard. Magic pot. When this creature dies, creatures. Okay, that's not too bad. Those are not too bad. This side quest, Hunt the Mark, might actually be something. Yeah. Creature Dragon. Interesting. Very, very interesting for that. I will say, I was thinking about saving those cards, but, no, I think if I'm gonna do a treasure token, I would probably, if I'm gonna do something like that, I would see about making a green-black, which doesn't really go together very well. Yeah, always do the dual lands first. Now we have land for day, we have 3 lands, so it's not like... But that, the gold, for like creating treasure tokens... Art's Bow. I can pay to untap it, but I did not have the enough amount to untap this creature, to be honest. So we're pretty much, you know, a lot of this magic, guys. Like, to be honest, Final Fantasy with this Magic the Gathering stuff is absolutely fantastic. Magic the Gathering has been around for a long time, and I'm surprised that they didn't do this early on. Now we have 3, 6, 9. One. Yeah. Oh, that one's all about equipment. That deck's all about equipment. Yeah. I should have played that creature though. Spell Coven. I probably should have played that, but it's okay. Sometimes I make some poor decisions. We'll do one more, and then we'll go and maybe change some things about the deck, because there might be some better fairies, some better cards out there. And I don't. Okay. Attack. I could have, but I think I will. Okay. Whatever. Instant. Oh, because that would have been 3 for 5, but. Yeah, it's got word 2. I didn't have any other cards in hand anyway. Oh! Hey! Let's do that when we have a good opportunity to do it. Pay 2 there to draw. Now, I would have to pay ward, though. I don't think I'd have to pay ward for that. And I got that out in play, so I'm going to, I'd have to pay at least 2 to get rid of this. Why won't it let me? Yeah, I don't get why it's not allowing me to take it back. So we'll just do that instead. Yeah, I don't get why that's not activating. Okay, so sometimes this deck works and sometimes it doesn't. You will have to discard a card. Actually, I like this deck, to be honest. It's absolutely one of my favorite decks. Alright. Four. Yeah, because that would actually work out, and I could put four or five. Don't even think about it. Okay. Don't even think about it. Yeah, you can only attack. You can only protect yourself 2. Oh man, not that a bad deck, to be honest. It's the deck. This deck is slightly modified. Oh my. I like this deck. Okay. Do one more round of this, guys, for today's. This is for today's deck. I pick a deck theme. I pick a deck based on what I need to play now, unless it's a thing. I pick a deck theme, and then that's what I go with. For the day's stream, I go for about an hour with the same deck, so you guys can kind of get a feel for the deck and feel for the things. Now, you've probably already seen this. Because it's got a little bit. It's got the heretic banner. Okay. That's... I'm really focused on blue. And then play you. Then we'll have one for black. Study. A quick study. Sorry, not Ristic Study. It's a different card. There is a card called Ristic Study. It's quick study. Okay, now, play you, and then we'll activate for Fairy, and I'll pay to draw 2. And then we'll untap it, because it'll allow for us to do that for next turn. Because this is probably going to be my last one, unless if it's not 5:30, then I'm going to say we'll go for another round. But okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, so if I play this, I'd have to pay 2, and that's only a 1, so... Throne, okay, so you're gonna discover, I see. We have 3, 4, 5, 6. We have enough. Now, my turn. Made him have to return all his cards to his hand to pretty much have to return it on it. Out of hand. Bottom. Ow! Ouch. Okay. This deck is absolutely fantastic deck. Okay. Infinite Fly Explorer. Because remember, I play a little bit daily. Because when I play daily, and winning with this deck, I absolutely found that I win with this deck a lot more. And all I did was just add a tiny little bit of Final Fantasy into it. Because I got the Heretic Banner, because the Heretic Banner pretty much gives it a little bit more onto it. And then just the Balam Garden, I think I only have one card in here that allows for it. So that's early on. That's not bad to cast it early on. Because I don't have anything right now to do much. You have to sacrifice it. Sleeping. Okay. Exile target on for an opponent until this chat receives battle together. What? Why would you? I don't get it. I don't get it why that one would be. That someone might have disconnected. Now, I don't have land, but I do have the Patchwork banner. Because there's a few cards in here that allow for me to use it to access the garden, and the garden allowing for that to work out. Okay, you're gonna deal 2 damage to it, fine. No, it's this one, but we're gonna do that one. Because that allows for +1/+1 to everything. That one gets a +1 to everything. So it kinda makes my creatures a lot better and a lot more powerful because it's because it's Frankster, but it's also really. Okay. This time. Okay. Go draw your card. Control. I was thinking about it. I can and I will do that at some point. But we might counter target spell, we might return target card to hand. Okay. My turn. Yeah, I can pay two to counter target spell, but that's all it is. But I would rather pay to create a token that's copy of target artifact. Copy of target artifact. I actually might do Patchwork Banner then. Because that would then just basically, unless you can do something. My turn. Alright. Well, guys, that is the Fairy Trickster's deck. Sunstep Citadel. Interesting for that one. Because that allows you to go white, black, or green. Okay, well... So that basically is almost done with that one. We could go for another round, guys, but sadly, I gotta get off. But I will tell you, thank you all for coming to watch the Magic the Gathering stuff. Remember, if you guys want to see a lot of tokens, my token deck, or any deck, if you guys have a suggestion for a deck for me that you guys want to see, you guys can let me know through the chat. Remember, guys, today's sponsors is today's live stream is sponsored by Christian Zatori, a very much a brand that is a Italian brand that gives cool shoes. Yes, they are a little bit expensive, but you can get 5% off if you use my code. My code does allow you to get access to gaming ROG through that code. It gives you by going to that link, it gives you 5% off. 5% off in this day and age. 5% is better than nothing, because you know things are going up, costs of things, but 5% is better than nothing. So, if you guys want to see more content, I will be back again tonight for some Fortnite. If you guys want to see some Fortnite, remember, I do play Fortnite Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for about 9 till 12:30 till 2. I may play some Euro Truck Simulator 2 as well. I haven't been playing that for a little while, but if you guys want to see that, I'm also do that here pretty much daily, Monday through Friday. I do that Monday through Friday, where and Sunday from about 3 till 5:30, 3 to 5:30 every day. Sometimes it's 4 till 5:30, but most of the time it's basically pretty much 3 to 4 start time, and we play a lot of Magic or Euro Truck Simulator 2. I'm actually really enjoying Magic the Gathering more than I am enjoying Euro Truck Simulator 2, because I will tell you, like, milling decks and making decks and making it, we are going to maybe refine the Fairy deck, the Fairy Franks, because if I type in because there are, like, whenever you draw your second card, you should create a 1/1 blue fairy token with flying, like Mischievous Mystic. Like, whenever you draw your second card each turn, that would be some good stuff. Create 2 1/1 blue fairy creature tokens. When you do, tap target creature an opponent controls. Fable Boom Trick. You know, we are going to take out the green, because there's, like, when this creature dies, each player mills 2 cards, and you may exile this card. When you do, put a target creature or battle from your graveyard to the top of your library. You know, Fairy Snoop. When this creature turns face. This creature's turn face up, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one to your hand and the other into your graveyard. So yeah, like this Boom trick allows me to create 2 1/1 blue fairy creature tokens flying. When you do, tap target creature an opponent controls. Like that, that's just fantastic. We do have a not collected common, uncommon. Let's reduce it down to common first. Obra is adamant. Creatures get -4/-0 till end of turn. Draw 3 cards, create a blue fairy creature token flying. This token can block only creatures with flying, pretty much. A collect evidence 6. Okay. Pixie Illusionist. If this creature was kicked, it enters with +2/+1/+1 counters on it. Target land you control becomes the basic land type of chosen until end of turn. Old Feathered Flang. If a creature died this turn, create a food token. This saga enters, this opponent discards 2 cards. Opponent that enters with defense cards as a siege battle enters, your opponent will choose to protect it. While you can attack it, damage removes its defense counters. When the last counter is removed, exile it, then transform it. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if a player has 2 fewer cards, that creature deals 2 damage to them. That actually might be not a bad card. When you cast a spell during your opponent's turn, target opponent creates opponent reveals their hand, you choose an online card from it. That player discards that card. If you don't control a fairy, exile a card from your hand. Echo Drain. Cast an adventure spell. Draw a card. Whenever you cast an adventure spell, you may copy it. You may choose new targets for that copy. Chancellors of Tales. I do that. Actually, I do have cast an every time you cast an adventure spell, you may copy it. You may choose new targets of that copy. That actually might actually be a good thing because I do have adventure in here. Let me take and see what we got for rare. Because whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, you draw a card. Each player draws a card. Fairy Mastermind, actually that's not a bad card either. What's that from? Okay. Likeness Looter, draw a card, then discard a card. That creature becomes a copy of target creature card in the graveyard. With mana value X, except it has flying, and this ability activates only as a sorcery. Then discard a card, okay. Yeah, if I could get that legendary, I would be able to. Let's check Mythic Rare. We only got one. Cullen the Kid. Okay. So there's not a lot that I could. The Flyboom trick, create 2 blue creature tokens flying. When you do, tap target and opponent controls. You may pay. That's actually a lot. Quick study. Yeah, this thing, I think. Because it's traveling affinity for towns, right? Which basically has 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 4, which would actually be 3 to draw 4 cards, which is not worth it, so I'm gonna take out that. But I'm still gonna keep the affinity for towns, but I'm gonna put Fabled Trick, put a Fabled Trick in here, instead, and I'll try it later, but having those towns, I would probably reduce the towns, absolutely, Capital City allows me to cycle though, so this line intercepts and then just choose 1 mana. You know, we have 1 ballot. I think we'll be okay. I think this will be fine. Because I have the ballot for a reason. But we do... Anyway, if you guys want to see more content, remember, hit that follow, hit that like. Thank you all for being here. I will tomorrow, we'll play this daily. If there is something, we might do, we might play tomorrow might be pranks, playing pranks in the Magic the Gathering tomorrow. But I will be playing Magic unless there is something majorly breaking, for news and stuff. Remember, I do talk about news here too. It's not a lot, but I will be doing that probably. Actually, I might do that once a week, just to go recap of the week on what's going on. And if anything changes, you guys can let me know. I think I'll probably play Magic every day now until I get bored of it, or to that. But I'm going to do Friday's going to be the weekly roundup for news on Friday. So if you want to see that, it's all news with pertaining to things of that nature. We'll probably get back into some Planet Coaster 2 though, because I haven't gotten into Planet Coaster 2 in a while. And we will let you guys know about that in the future. I might get into Planet Coaster 2 probably on... I might do Planet Coaster 2 on Sundays to keep it more... might do it on Sundays. I might also do it on Saturdays if Barnacules is not on. Remember, guys, I am probably going to be on as much as I can with Barnacle when Barnacules is on. So that, you know, if Barnacules is on Saturday, I'm not live because I don't want to take your time. I don't want to take time to play and have Barnacules be on when he's on. Mostly it's just Saturday that I'm going to focus on that. During the week, I will not. I will probably have it on at night if he is ever on, and I will probably won't be paying much of attention to it. But, you know, we're going to do that. If I do get a job, guys, I'm going to work on that today. But when I do get a job, things will probably shift around. Based on that, I will probably still try to get Magic, still probably try to get you guys some of that around here, but we will catch you guys later. Remember, you guys can help me by supporting me by going down into the link tree, by going to my Ko-Fi, by hitting that follow, by hitting that subscribe, hitting that like button here on YouTube. If you guys are watching on Trovo, you guys can hit that follow. You guys can also, if you don't see, I have to change the link tree thing because it shows, Christian Satori over on the, over here on that. But if you don't see the link tree, it's link tr.ee/gaming Matty Rocks for that. So, but anyways, we will catch you guys